Hello everybody, my name is Dutchy, welcome to the channel, and today I'm going to be talking about Rocket Raccoon, your favorite guardian of the galaxy. And if you say it's anyone else, you are wrong. Apart from Groot, Groot's cool too. So in this video I'm going to be talking about his abilities and how I use them, his team-ups and how I use those, and I'm also going to be showing you guys some of my gameplay to show you how I play, so you guys can get a better understanding of Rocket Raccoon. Rocket's primary ability is Bombard Mode. Bombard Mode allows you to fire out a whole bunch of projectiles in quick succession. And even though Rocket is a healer, the damage he does with his little minigun is insane. Especially if you get headshots. Rocket's alternate fire is Repair Mode. Repair Mode allows you to fire out a ball that slows down when coming near allies, and at the same time repairing or, well, healing those allies. Only one orb can heal at a time, so if you shoot out multiple projectiles, it won't heal more. However, it is smart to fire out multiple projectiles to get multiple allies healed at the same time, because the orb only has a certain amount of health it can give. Instead of just firing towards your target blindly, it's always smart to try ricochet them off the walls a little bit, allowing the ball to come back and heal more allies. Don't worry too much about this when you are trying to heal your flying allies, because there's not much you can bounce off in midair. Now we move on to one of Rocket's best abilities, the Rebirth Station. This allows Rocket to put down a station that can rebirth one ally. It's very handy to always hide these in battle. Another strategy I sometimes like to use is, instead of using it straight away at the start of a fight, I actually don't use it until I think someone is about to die and then throw it somewhere behind me. This is a lot more risky, because if someone dies and you didn't actually throw it out, you will lose that one extra comrade. The Rebirth Beacon actually also shoots out a small bunch of armor packs, allowing you to gain an extra 25 health for the fight. Once this health is gone, it's gone for good until you pick up another pack. It also actually pumps out one more pack, which is a Rocket Jetpack, which allows you to jump really high into the air, which is extremely handy for certain characters who do not have much escape abilities. Rocket also gets the Jetpack Dash. Now what Jetpack Dash allows you to do is dash towards an area that you are looking at. It can even be towards the sky. You get 2 charges with this. Now if you hold spacebar at the end of this, you can actually start descending very slowly, allowing you to get some really good positions for killing certain targets or healing certain allies. Rocket also gets Wild Crawl, which allows him to scale any surface that he likes. This can be extremely handy with the jetpack as well, because you can quickly scale a wall, burst away from the wall, and then float in midair and still have another jetpack left, in case you need it to escape a situation. Rocket's ultimate ability is Cosmic Yarn Amplifier. This allows him to put down a little station that will attach itself to any nearby ally. All these allies will get a massive damage boost, allowing them to kill things a lot faster. Do be wary, however, because this station can be destroyed. It has a lot of health, but it still can be destroyed pretty easily. One of Rocket's first team-up abilities is with Groot. With Groot, you can ride on his shoulder and at the same time take less damage. While you're with Groot, it's really handy to keep healing him constantly and also put pressure on as many enemies as you can, allowing you and Groot to wipe the entire enemy team. A good Groot and Rocket combo can literally save you the game. Not only that, it also feels extremely cool when you actually pull this off correctly. Groot also gets a extra 150 health. Now we move on to one of the strongest team-ups in the game, the team-up with Rocket and the Punisher. What this team-up allows you to do, you throw down a device allowing the Punisher to have fast rate of fire and also giving the Punisher infinite ammo. There are 2 main points I usually give the Punisher this ability. One is when we are pushing the enemy team, or 2 when the enemy team is actually pushing us and we need to just quickly get some extra DPS out. Sometimes it's better just to pop it into the middle of the fight, meaning that the Punisher will just get an instant buff as soon as he gets into the fight. Rocket also gets an increase in his healing power by 5%. Let's move on to some gameplay now. Now Rocket Raccoon is one of the best characters in the game to counter people who try to dive you. For example, like Spider-Man or anyone who can get into your backline quickly. For example, right here, I didn't actually notice that Spider-Man swinging above me. However, as soon as I hear him, I dive out of the way, jumping over this wall. Then straight away afterwards, I jump over the wall again, avoiding him. Now instead of fighting the Spider-Man, I'm just avoiding having combat with him, meaning that the Spider-Man is either forced to keep trying to fight me or going for someone else. Now because the Spider-Man had to waste his resources on me at the start, that means that the Spider-Man wasn't really engaged into the fight properly at all. However, I was still healing my allies, meaning I was getting value while the Spider-Man was not. Not only that, the Spider-Man kept overextending for a little while, allowing one of our team to kill the Spider-Man. As soon as we get the Spider-Man pick, we push in and we just start eliminating the rest of them quickly. The next clip is a push map, which means that we need to try push the cart as far as we can. At one point the Venom tries to jump me, but because of my mobility I can easily avoid him. I do however realize that he's probably going after the other healer, so I turn around to back him up. Luckily for me, I wasn't the only one who noticed it and immediately get backed up by most of the DPS. Now we do try to finish off the Venom, however he does slightly escape. It doesn't matter too much because we realized that the Hulk actually ended up getting a peck on one of the healers on their backline. Because we only have to push up to the gates, me and Luna Snow both pop our ultimates to secure the victory here. Our tanks keep pushing up, which is really good, and I just keep healing them from a distance. They push up all the way to the enemy spawn, meaning that the enemy has to deal with them before they can actually exit the spawn properly. I still try to heal them as much as I can, and shooting out a few cheeky bullets every now and then as well. When your tanks are this aggressive, it's always good to make sure that they stay at full health for as long as possible. When trying to team up with a Groot, you always want to make sure that they are a nice and aggressive Groot. You always want to make sure you're backing them up, and if anyone's attacking them, you prioritize that target first. In this clip right here, I try to heal as much as I can at the beginning of the fight. As soon as I see some openings, I go for the kills. Now the handy thing about riding Groot as well is that you can always see who Groot is aiming at, meaning that you can prioritize targets with him. And as the Groot player, you will also be able to see where Rocket's firing, so you know where enemies are. I did not communicate with this player, however I knew exactly what he was thinking and what to do to help him out. Anyway, that's all the time I have for now. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe, you know, that's all up to you. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See you later.